The Mundaka Upanishad, Part 1, Chapter 1. Brahma was before the gods were, the creator of all, the guardian of the universe. The vision of Brahman, the foundation of all wisdom, he gave in revelation to his firstborn son, Atharvan. That vision and wisdom of Brahma, given to Atharvan, he in the olden times revealed to Angira, and Angira gave it to Satvyaha, who in succession revealed it to Angiras. Now there was a man whose name was Sanauka, owner of a great household, who, approaching one day Angiras with reverence, asked him this question: Master, what is that which when known, all is known? The master replied, Sages say there are two kinds of wisdom, the higher and the lower. The lower wisdom is in the four sacred Vedas and in the six kinds of knowledge that help you to know, to sing, and to use the Vedas: definition and grammar, pronunciation and poetry, ritual and the signs of heaven. But the high wisdom is that which leads to the eternal. He is beyond thought and invisible, beyond family and color. He has neither eyes, he has neither hands, neither ears nor feet. He is everlasting and omnipresent, infinite in the great and infinite in the small. He is the eternal whom the sages see as the source of all creation. Even as a spider sends forth some draws in its thread, even as a plant arises from the earth and the hairs from the body of man, even so the whole creation arises from the eternal. By tapas, the power of meditation, Brahman attains expansion and becomes primeval matter. And from this comes life and mind, the elements and the worlds and the immortality of ritual action. From that spirit who knows all and sees all, whose tapas is pure vision, from him comes Brahman, the creator, name and form and primeval matter. Chapter 2. This is the truth. The actions of devotion that sages heard in the sacred verses were told in many ways in the three Vedas. Perform them always, O lovers of the true. They are your path of holy action in this world. When the flames of the sacred fire are rising, place then in faith the sacred offering. If at the sacred fire of Agnihotra no heed is taken of the new moon, or of the full moon, or of the seasons of the year, or of the fruits of spring, if no guests are present, if the offering of the sacrifice is left undone, or not done according to rule, or the offering of all the gods is forgotten, then the offer does not attain the reward of the seven worlds. The dancing flames of the sacred fire are seven: the black, the terrific, that which is swift as the mind, that which is dark with smoke, the deep red, the spark blazing, and the luminous, omniformed flame. If a man begins his sacrifice when the flames are luminous, and considers for the offerings the signs of heaven, then the holy offerings lead him on the rays of the sun where the Lord of all gods has his high dwelling place. And when on the rays of sunlight the radiant offerings raise him, then they glorify him in words of melody. Welcome, they say, welcome here. Enjoy the heaven of Brahma won by pure holy actions. But unsafe are the boats of sacrifice to go to the farthest shore. Unsafe are the 18 books where the lower actions are explained. The unwise who praise them as the highest end go on old age and death again. Abiding in the midst of ignorance, but thinking themselves learned and wise, fools aimlessly go hither and thither, like blind led by the blind. Wandering in the paths of unwisdom, we have attained the end of life, think the foolish. Clouds of passion conceal to them the beyond, and sad is their fall when the reward of their pious action has been enjoyed. Imagining religious ritual and gifts of charity is the final good, the unwise see not the path supreme. Indeed, they have in high heaven the reward of their pious actions, but thence they fall and come to earth or even down to lower regions. But those who in purity and faith live in solitude of the forest, who have wisdom and peace and long not for earthly possession, those in radiant purity pass through the gates of the sun to the dwelling place supreme where the spirit is in eternity. Behold in the worlds of creation, let the lover of God attain renunciation. What is above creation cannot be attained by action. In his longing for divine wisdom, let him go with reverence to a teacher in whom the sacred words and whose soul has peace in Brahman. To a pupil who comes with mind and sense in peace, the teacher gives the vision of Brahman, of the spirit of truth and eternity.